Hi guys, it's Peppy Styling here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be making this beautiful top. If this is what you're interested in, kindly keep on watching. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. Consider hitting the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you get notified whenever I upload new videos. And to my returning subscribers, you're welcome back. Without wasting any time, let's get right into today's video. From this point, I'll mark half of the shoulder measurement, which is 8.5, and I added 1 inch, making it 9.5. And then from here, I'll come down by 1 inch. And for the neck width, I'm doing 3 inches and neck depth 3 inches. And then I'm going to connect the neckline and then mark the shoulder slope. And from that shoulder slant, I'll mark 10 inches, which is the armhole depth. So the armhole depth is actually 9 inch, and I added extra 1 because this is a free top and you don't want the armhole to be too hugging. Okay, from the shoulder line, I'll mark shoulder to bust point, shoulder to waistline, and then the full length of the top. Okay, you don't need under bust, like I said earlier, is a free top. And then I'm just going to connect the lines. Here I'm just leveling them, the full length, the waistline, and the bust point. So from this point, I'm going to mark quarter of the bust circumference. That's your bust circumference divided by 4. And because it's a free top, you can decide how many extra inches you want to add. For me, I added extra 2 plus 1 inch for seam allowance. And also on the waist, I marked the same thing, the waist circumference divided by 4, and I added extra 3 inches. On the full length, I marked the quarter of the hip measurement and I added extra 3 inches. Next, I'm just going to connect the dots. Okay, and then I'll mark the armhole curve. Still coming over to the shoulder, I'm going to mark 9 inches from the shoulder line downwards. 9, this is totally optional, you can decide to make it deeper than this. And on that point, I will go inwards by 1 inch and I'll connect with a straight line. And from this part here, I'll also go inwards by 1 inch and then connect it to this other side. Okay, this is the new neckline. I'm just going to cut this. Watch to see the parts that I'm cutting off. So this is it for the front. Next, I've gone ahead to cut it on the fabric. Okay, and I added extra inches to the length of the pattern paper because this is going to be a very long top. Okay, so now I'm just going to take out the pin, and when you open it up, this is what it's going to look like. And for the back, is the same thing as the front. The only difference is the neckline. So the neckline is 3 inches wide and 2 inches deep. Okay, so here, just going to place the front on the back, right side facing each other. We're going to go and join them on the shoulder. So this is what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, so here I already cut out this piece of fabric and I added interfacing to it. It measures, it's 4 inches wide. Now I'm going to place it on fold and iron it flat. Having done that, I'm just going to open up the top just like so, and then get this piece of fabric and divide it into 2 because we'll be needing 2 of that. I'll place it on the top just like so. Okay, and on this part I'll come downwards by ½ inch. I'm going to make ½ inch mark there. So placing this piece of fabric like this, I'm going to go and stitch with ½ inch and stop on that ½ inch mark line that I made there. I'm also going to face this other one. I'm going to place it like so, go and stitch and stop on that ½ inch mark. I'll hold it with a pin first before going to go and stitch it down. So this is it, I've done that. I've stitched it. So I'm just going to turn this to the other side, to the wrong side. I'm going to make a notch, just a slanted notch going towards where that stitch stops. Be careful so you don't cut on the thread. So this is just what it's going to look like, and I'm going to notch this other part as well. After notching the two sides, you're just going to turn it over to the right side, and you flip this stuff, the two of them, just like so, and push it inwards. If you did this part properly, this thing will fold on its own. Though that this part is just going to fold inwards on its own, okay? And then you raise this top over like so. This is what you should have on the inside. I'm just going to go and stitch this with 1/2 inch. It shouldn't be more than 1/2 inch, because the notch that we made was 1/2 inch notch. So you're going to go and stitch it. Okay, so this is what I have when I'm done. I've also gone ahead to weave it down. See how neat it's looking. And when you turn it over to the right side, this is what it looks like. So now I'm just going to trim off the excess that I have on this part. Okay, so to cut the collar, I'm going to fold the neckline into two, just like so. Just going to fold it into two. And now I'm going to measure round the neckline. Okay, you should measure this thing multiple times to get an accurate number. Okay, so after I measured it more than once. So I had 9.5, so I'm going to times it by 2 because it's unfold. Here I have this piece of paper, and then I'll mark 9.5 inches, and on that 9.5 inch mark I'll go upwards by 1.5, and I will connect with a straight line. And from that 9.5 inch mark that I will make, I will divide it by 2 to mark the midpoint. Then I'll connect it to this line here with my curved ruler. Okay, so from here I'm going to remeasure to get that 9.5. okay, so the wideness of this collar is totally optional, but for me I'll be making it 1 inch wide. Then I will mark 1 inch all around as I'm following this curved line, and then I'll connect all the dots. I'll be adding all the necessary seam allowance when I'm cutting on the main fabric. Just going to connect this part like so. Okay, so from this top part I will go inwards by 1/2 inch and then connect it back to this point, just to give it a slight curve around that area. Okay, so we're going to be cutting this on fold. Okay, so here I've gone ahead to cut on the fabric, and I added 1/2 inch seam allowance all around, and this is what I have. I have 2 of this, and I also added interfacing to the both of them. So next I'm going to place them right side facing each other. On this part I will fold it inwards by 1/2 inch, just like so, and then I'll stitch from here all the way to this part. And when you get to this place also, you fold it inwards by 1/2 inch. Okay, so this is what I have. I'm just going to trim down the excesses that I have here, and then when you flip it open, I'm just going to open it up like so and go and give this a very good press. While I'm ironing, I'm going to fold this other side. I'm going to fold the whole side inwards by 1/2 inch. Okay, so this is what I have when I'm done. Okay, I also use hemming gum to secure that fold so it won't be opening. Okay, so now I'm going to get this top. Okay, placing the neck on fold still, I'm going to notch the center back, and I also fold this collar like so and notch the midpoint. Okay, so opening it up from the back, from that notch that we made there, so I'm stitching from inside out. I'm just going to match the 2 notch, and then I'm going to hold this all around the neckline till I get to the front end. And I'll also do that for this other side. I'm going to go and stitch with 1/2 inch. So this is it when I'm done. I've stitched it down, and the next thing we want to do now is to notch around the neckline so it will settle down very well, it will relax very well, and then trim off the excesses there as well. So now we're going to fold this. We're just going to fold it like so, and we're going to go and stitch. Okay, we're going to go and stitch very close to that folded edge all around the neckline. Okay, so this is what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do now is to work on the sleeves. Okay, so I already cut out my sleeve. It's 18.5 inches long and it's 12 inches wide on fold. Okay, so I'm just going to open this up, and from the center of the sleeve I'm going to mark 7 inches, 7 inches mark, and from that 7 inches mark I will measure, I'm going to measure 9 inches. So here I have this piece of fabric, I have 2, and it's 2 inches, 2.5 inches wide. So I'm just going to fold it like so, and then I'm going to go and stitch this to form a tiny strap. I'll do that for the 2 of them. So this is what I have when I'm done for the 2 straps. So now getting the sleeve, I'm going to place it on that 7 inches mark that I made there. I'll place it there, and I'm going to go and make a stitch like a square or a rectangular stitch. Okay, I also do that for the second sleeve. So this is what I have when I'm done. Okay, so turning it over to the other side, on that stitch that we'll make here, we're going to attach a button to it, and when you pull this strap up like that, so this is what you should have, and we're going to make a buttonhole on the strap so you can use it to hold the buttons. Okay, so now we're going to get our top, and then we're going to go and stitch the sleeve to it. I'm just going to go and stitch this down, and this is what I have. I've also gone ahead to weave the inside. So the last thing we're going to do now is just to close up the sides with our seam allowance, and then we're going to finish up the down part of this dress, and that is basically it for this tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. This is going to help my channel a lot. To my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for always coming back. See you guys in my next video. Bye.